probably one of the most momentous evenings ever. Certainly, I learned more in the 6 weeks of preparation for that fight than I'd learned in the rest of my life, either before or since probably, meeting all sorts of very interesting people. My role at the time was to ensure that the stadium was ready, that we sold all the tickets, and the only responsibility I didn't have was making sure the 2 boxes turned up.
Being an apprentice at the time in '66, that was the year I joined, they had the boxing match, Henry and Muhammad Ali, and as a bit of a bonus we were allowed to earn a bit more money by putting the seats up around the actual the ring, and obviously Henry was an Arsenal fan, so it was great, and we actually got a ticket for the fight, which I suppose was worth quite a lot of money in the old days.
The pitch had to be totally boarded in. We then had to import thousands of seats. The ring had to be brought in, lighting, building scaffolding, putting television cables and underneath the boarding, making sure that the pitch was protected. There was an awful lot to do, but it was the most exciting time.
The dressing room, Henry had the home dressing room and Muhammad Ali had the away dressing room, and the dressing rooms were obviously in the old days were fantastic at Highbury.
Well, it was an electric night. We had everybody here. We had all the film stars were in, George Raft, people like that, Diana Dawes, Rocky Marciano was here, and all the names were here that night. And it turned out to be an amazing evening, especially with the way the fight eventually turned out. Awesome, in a word. He had charisma beyond belief, and everything about him exuded fame, and all the words, the expletive you can think of, would be applied to Muhammad. He was an all-time great, and I think no one deserves it more. I felt very emotional actually laying that wreath.